Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Taylor and today I'm going to teach you how to use heat transfer vinyl with Cricut accessories. Today I will be using my Cricut Explore Air 2 to cut out my design, and then I will be using my Cricut Easy Press 2 to transfer the design onto the fabric. In the description below, I will go ahead and place a shopping list with all of the items that I used in this video. If you enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel where I post DIYs, tutorials, and how-to videos. Let's get started. Step number 1. First off, you're going to measure the item where you want the heat transfer vinyl to go. HTV stands for heat transfer vinyl. You will see me refer to HTV a lot in this video. Today, I will be using my HTV to personalize this baby blanket. If you're interested in learning how to make this no-sew baby blanket, I will post the link above. For measuring, I'm just going to go ahead and use this tape measure. It's definitely important to know how much room you're working with on your project. So for my baby blanket, I have about 5 inches wide that I will be working with. This is important to know so that when I'm designing my name on Cricut Design Space, that I know how big the design can be. Once you have a good idea for your measurements, then you can go ahead and head on over to Cricut Design Space. Step 2. Now that you're in Design Space, you want to go ahead and create your design. For my project, I just wanted to create a name to put on my baby blanket. If you have any questions as far as Cricut Design Space, please go ahead and comment them down below. Once your design is ready, you can go ahead and click the Make It button at the top right corner of your screen. Since we're working with HTV today, you're going to want to go ahead and click the Mirror button on this page. It's on the left-hand side about halfway down. You're going to click that button and then you'll notice your design on your Cricut mat will flip. If you do not click this Mirror button, then your HTV will not be cut right and you will waste material. This is honestly the hardest part about using HTV, is just remembering to click the mirror button. So if you can remember, then you're golden. But if you don't remember, don't worry, because it happens to all of us sometimes. When you get to this page on Cricut Design Space, you just want to go ahead and make sure, do a double check on the left-hand side under the mat that it says Mirror On. Once you confirm, then you're good to go to head on over to your Cricut mat and get your HTV all set. Step 3. You're going to cut your HTV to the size of your design and place it on your Cricut mat. Now you will notice for HTV, there's going to be a super shiny side and a more matte side. So this is our super shiny side, and the other side is the more matte side. So the more matte side you want facing up, and the super shiny side you want facing down. Because my mats are a little bit older and they don't have much sticky left in them, I'm going to go ahead and use 2 pieces of Scotch tape in the top left and right corners. That's just to hold down the HTV so it doesn't move during the cutting process. Step number 4. Now it's time to cut out your design with your Cricut Explore Air 2. You're going to want to make sure that your computer and your machine are hooked up together. You will know that they are by seeing the blinking arrow button. Next, you're going to want to make sure that your dial button, which is your material, is set to iron on. Now for my project, I'm using a thicker HTV. I will post exactly what it is in the shopping list below, but I'm going to be using a little bit of a stronger cut just because it is a little bit thicker of a heat transfer vinyl. Step number 5, you're going to go ahead and cut and weed your design. Step number 6, you're going to use your Cricut Easy Press 2 to put your HTV on your project. The Cricut Easy Press has many pros to using it instead of an iron. The Cricut Easy Press, you can set the temperature for exactly what it needs to be for your HTV. Please note that all heat transfer vinyls have different temperature settings. So you need to read the instructions for your heat transfer vinyls and make sure that your Cricut Easy Press is set to the right temperature. For my HTV today, I need to set my temperature at 315 degrees for 15 seconds with medium pressure. The pressure is just you putting your hand on top of your Cricut and holding it down. I highly recommend getting one of these square mats so that you can do your heat transfer vinyl anywhere. I'm on the floor right now and I feel comfortable doing it because I have this mat to place underneath where I'm going to be heating. It just protects any surface from the heat from your Cricut Easy Press 2. One of my favorite things about using HTV is that I can go ahead and line up my design on my project and not have to restart it. So I can move this design anywhere I want and it's not stuck there permanently. It's only stuck when I use my Cricut Easy Press 2 and then the design is heated to the blanket. Your Cricut Easy Press will make a ding sound when it is ready to be used. You will also see the button turn green. When you are ready, go ahead and pick up the Cricut Easy Press 2 and place it on top of your design. Next, you're going to click the timer button so that the timer starts to count down. Once the timer reaches 0, you're going to hear a ding button, which means that you can go ahead and take your Cricut Easy Press 2 off and put it back in the base. If you touch your design, it will definitely feel warm, so just be really careful. Next, I go ahead and flip over my project and I do the same to the back of my design. You don't need to do this. This is just an extra precaution that I do just to make sure that my design is heated and is transferred to the fabric. The very last thing that you will need to do is pull off the top layer of the heat transfer vinyl. This is just like a glossy sheet that protects the heat transfer vinyl underneath. In your instructions for your HTV, it'll say if your HTV is either a hot peel or a cold peel. You're going to want to make sure that you follow these directions. A hot peel just means that you take the top part off as soon as it's done with the heating process. And if it's a cold peel, then it wants you to wait until the letters are not hot anymore and they feel cold to the touch, and then you can take the top layer off. And that's it. Now you have your heat transfer vinyl design on your project. Now, as far as care instructions, I would highly suggest just going back to the HTV instructions and see what they say about machine wash and then putting it in the dryer. For this baby blanket, I would suggest doing a warm wash cycle and then into the dryer afterwards. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you soon.